Hey gang, welcome to It's Still Called Today. This is a ministry and a YouTube channel for just simple encouragement. I don't get into too many deep theological issues. There's plenty of places to do that, and I don't feel as qualified to do that as I do to encourage people. I was reading A.W. Tozer, and he talked about digging into theological matters, how they might be important, but they seldom make good saints. My goal is to encourage you guys and myself to become more Christ-like, because that's really what it's all about. If you never understand dispensationalism, or if you never understand predestination or any of those other things, I don't think that's near as important as it is becoming Christ-like and being a reflection of who he is. So here we go. This is a section that I like to call Sunday Reflection. We have started going through the book of Psalms at my church, and we started Psalm 42 last Sunday. The date, pardon me, my allergies drive me crazy. And I put the date in the description. So this is Psalm 42, and it's one we have all heard. I'm going to read it from two translations, one of which is my 16-point font NASB 2020 that I had rebound. These are my preaching Bibles because I can't read aloud when I'm struggling to see the print. But we're going to read the first verse in its entirety, because this is where my interest peaked. And it says, "As the deer pants for the water brooks, so my soul pants for you, God." It's one we've all heard before. That's the first verse. Well, as we went over this, I was reading it in the Christian Standard Bible. There's my Christian Standard Bible. Y'all have seen me use this before. And something caught my attention because the CSB words it just a little different, but this got my attention. And it says this, Psalms 42 verse 1, "As the deer longs for flowing streams, so I long for you, God." Now, I've read water brook and it just never registered, but when it says here, flowing streams, I was thinking, why do deer like flowing streams of water? Other than the obvious, most animals, as I understand, I'm no zoologist, but most animals will refrain from drinking stagnant water, because stagnant water is never good. It's got all kinds of bad things in it. But were there any other benefits to flowing water that I didn't know about? So I went and did a little research, and I printed some things out. What are some benefits to flowing water for the deer? Well, one thing that happens around flowing water, as you get an increase in flora and fauna, you have more trees. And I'm reminded of the verse that said, "He will be like a tree planted by streams of water." So you have trees and you have grasses and you have all sorts of things that surround a flowing stream. And here are some of the benefits that I looked up for deer that never crossed my mind aside from the water. And one of them is safety and security. It says deer often bed down near water sources, especially in areas like oxbows where they can easily access land or water for escape. The presence of water can make them feel more secure, as predators are less likely to approach from that direction. Think about that. It's not just the benefits of being around the water that is the living water and the water itself. It is the safety and security that we have being near them. Because when a predator comes, we can escape because we're near the water and we're near the nourishment that God's living water provides. That's amazing to me. It might be simple to you, but it kind of blew me away. And here's the hydration. While deer get water from vegetation and metabolic processes, flowing water is a reliable source, especially during hot weather or in the rut, when bucks are actively chasing and need replenish fluids. I think it's interesting the metaphor that the psalmist used right here, and there's so much more to it than we really understand. But just the attribute of deer having a safe place to hide near that water source. Deer are camouflaged to where they can hide in. Certain deer are camouflaged to where they can blend in with their surroundings. And when we walk closer to God, we are camouflaged and we can blend in with our surroundings. And we have His flowing water right there anytime we become dehydrated. So it's more than just the water itself. It's the safety, it's the security, it's the vegetation for the deer to munch on that it provides. And that just kind of blew me away. I was pretty excited about that. So, as normal, I have linked my pastor's sermon in the description below. It was a really good one, and I encourage you to watch it. And if you would like, I would love it if you would subscribe to Plano Bible Chapel's YouTube channel. And tell them where you got the idea to subscribe. That would be pretty swell, because I want to make sure that we keep doing that, because I think it's a very important ministry. So, I thank you guys for watching, and without further ado, we're going to have the sermon. It usually starts about 3 minutes in. I will put the time signature where you can start if you're not interested to listen to the worship music. But anyway, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. I'm sorry it's been so long, but like I always say, if I don't have anything to say, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not doing this just to hear myself talk. I want to be sure that I have something that's relevant and not something that's just going to make me look good. Anyhow, watch the sermon, leave me some comments, and I've got another video coming right on the heels of this one. God bless you guys, and thank you for subscribing. Doink.